What are we talking about today? Today we're going to discuss if you should hire a dispatcher for your trucking company, and if you should, how do you get the best one? Let's go. Welcome to Bottom Line Trucking. My name is Brandon Bennett, owner and founder of QP Capital Business Funding and Consulting. We have helped thousands of trucking companies get started, grow quickly, and operate profitably. At QP Capital, one call does it all. From authority setup, registration, permits, licenses, we even do dispatch and insurance. In this series, we're going to give you the most detailed information you need to know when starting and growing a trucking company. We're going to give you the step-by-step know-how from setting up your LLC, applying for your authority, maximizing revenue, my personal favorite, signing that direct shipper, and finally, scaling the company so you don't have to do it all yourself. So smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, give us a little like click so you can get updates when we release a new video. If you already have dispatching experience, you already know if you have the skill and time to manage dispatching for your trucking company. If you don't have experience or exposure to dispatch, there are a few things you need to know before you can make a decision on outsourcing dispatching for your trucking company. Number one is negotiation is the number one skill of a dispatcher. Just like there are steering wheel holders as drivers, there are paper pushers as dispatchers. Anyone can jump on the load board and book a load. But did you maximize that revenue? Or did you leave 50, 100, or more money on the table? A great dispatcher will pay for themselves. I spent 20 minutes one time to get an extra $15 out of a broker when I was already way above the market rate. This may not sound like a lot, but an extra $15 a load over the course of a year could add up to about $2,000. If they leave $100 on the table, that will be over $15,000 annually. So if you think an independent dispatcher can get you an extra $100 a load, it's a no-brainer for you to hire them. They will pay for themselves. In my opinion, negotiation is the number one skill your dispatcher must possess, because everything's funny when you're making money. And my pappy said, revenue cures all business woes. Number two, dispatching is not an easy job. When it comes to dispatching, there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of details to keep track of.
Think about it. You're dealing with numbers all day long. Decimal points, high frequencies, bang, bang, bang.
This can be stressful for everyone involved. At times, independent dispatchers are managing between 10 and 15 trucks and trying to keep everyone happy and on track. Organization is essential for a dispatcher. People that can negotiate usually have a hard time with organization. It's a different part of that prefrontal cortex that controls organization versus negotiation. So finding someone that can do both can be difficult.
It's science.
Number three is communication is key in dispatching. This person is likely going to be the face of your company to your customers and any other drivers you hire. They need to communicate in a manner that is positive, warm, and competent, whether it be verbal communication or written. Listening is the most important skill of effective communication. All customers want is for their needs to be met, and you can't meet their needs if you don't know what they are because you haven't listened. The most important person in a trucker's work life is a trucking dispatcher. Sometimes they just need someone to lend them an ear, show them a little empathy. Number four is dispatching requires forward thinking. If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else. I don't care how good of a negotiator you are. You're not getting good money out of Florida without a plan. So you better get all the money going in, or it better be spring. You have that vented van to haul some of those melons. A dispatcher needs a plan to maximize revenue for the company. They also need to quickly adapt if there is a wrench thrown in that plan. To recap, if you can find someone who's a better negotiator, more organized, has superior communication and strategy skills than you, then you should hire a dispatcher. Why wouldn't you? They will make more revenue for your company than you, keep you more organized, take a ton of work off your plate, and let you concentrate on driving the truck and or growing the company. If you possess all of these skills and have the time and want to, or you can't afford one, then you may be better off dispatching your own company. Go ahead and bust that like and subscribe button. Our trucking company financials video is dropping soon, and this video will tell you if you can or can't afford to outsource dispatching when you get started. If you decide you need a dispatcher, here's some questions to grill them on to make sure you get the most bang for your buck. Remember, dispatch is crucial for your company, so you can't ask too many questions. Number one is, what do you charge? However, keep in mind there's a huge difference in cost and value. A professional dispatching service that charges 8% will be a great deal more valuable than a paper pusher that charges 5%. Number two, what services do you provide? This leads right back into the value argument. A service that handles all of your paperwork has more value than one that just finds you loads. Number three, how do you stay organized? If you get an answer like notepads and sticky notes, you better be careful. There's always exceptions to the rule, but usually a professional dispatching service will have amazing software to keep them organized. Number four, what irritates you about truck drivers? Powerful question. This is going to do a few things. This is going to test their communication skills. It puts them on the spot. I ask this question to all dispatchers we hire at Bottom Line Dispatch. If they dodge the question and say nothing really, you know they're afraid to be truthful. If they say something like most drivers are lazy, then you know they don't have empathy for the rugged job of a truck driver. You want an honest answer, but one that doesn't prevent them from doing the job. Something like, when drivers don't effectively communicate to me what they want or need, it can sometimes make my job difficult. If your dispatcher answers like this, they are an effective communicator. Number five, why should our company hire you? This is another question that will let you judge their communication skills. They say something like, we are the best dispatching service, or cheapest, or yada, 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 and verbal vomit all over you about this and that. This is showing you how they will sell your company to your customers. Remember, they will likely be the face of your company. The best answer I know of is, well, to be honest with you, at this point, I'm not so sure you should hire us. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions to make sure we are the best value for your company? If you're going to dispatch yourself or be a dispatcher, here's 7 tips to help you become more effective. If you're interested in becoming a dispatcher, dispatch training, or joining our independent dispatcher ambassador program that allows you to run your own business, email us at info@qpfactoring.com or call us at 833-ROADHOG. Number 1, learn how to negotiate. We talked about this being the number 1 skill for dispatching, and there are no shortage of free resources to help you learn. Number 2, analyze the market. It is a market, and rates change frequently. You need current knowledge of the market. Number 3, know your drivers. You need to be genuinely interested in your drivers. Know who is extremely hungry and who prefers more of a work-life balance. Nothing wrong with either of those. Number 4, stack your knowledge. You should participate in training programs and always be looking for new and innovative ways to help trucks generate more revenue. My pappy said, when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot. Number 5, have some empathy and compassion. Dude, being a truck driver is one of the hardest jobs mentally and physically, and one of the most underappreciated. Have realistic expectations out of your drivers. Number 6, be open to feedback. Listen and take it to heart. Communication is a two-way street, with listening being the most important. Number 7, preparation, preparation, preparation. You need a plan for the day and your week. You need to plan for you and your driver's schedule. Be proactive, not reactive. That's it for today. Once again, if you're interested in starting a trucking company, remember at QP Capital, one call does it all. We can help you set up your business, apply for your authority, get all your licenses, permits, registrations, make sure you're safe and compliant, and we have dispatch and insurance. There's your bottom line. See you next time.
Quiet on the set!
It's a different part of that prefrontal cortex. I'm never going to get that. Never going to get that. I can write better than I can talk. I almost need to stand up. If you decide to do YouTube videos, make sure you record your script better. If your dispatcher answers like this, they are an effective communicator. If you're going to dispatch yourself, shellfish, dude, being a truck driver is one of the hardest jobs mentally. Yeah, it's all mentally right now. This is self-inflicted, my bro. Yeah, mentally a problem. This is mentally a problem.